Johnny?
And find something you're passionate about besides Ziggy.
Hello, hello. Ready, set, go. Are you still awake, Tennessee Poppy Seed? Makeup sale, probably not for a while. Especially if people can't take accountability for their own spending or responsibility for their own spending, and if they're going to turn around and blame how much they spend on me. Actually, though, no, I don't have much makeup right now at all. I have to get rid of a lot of other stuff I have, like the rest of these dresses. I have a bunch of lashes I need to get rid of. If anybody needs any lashes, if anybody wants, like, I will say that if anybody wants any kiss lashes, for, I don't know, I think I charge like $2 a piece. Just let me know. I mean, if you got tons and tons and tons, like, I could, give you a little bit better deal. But $2 is actually pretty cheap already. But I have probably, I don't know, at least 100 pairs. I would guess probably more. And besides that, what else do I have that you guys might be interested in? I still have a lot of those gowns, but you guys aren't going to be interested in that. And the shoes, I'm still, right now I've been focusing on listing all those Anna Lee, my grandmother's dolls and stuff. But yeah, I don't have anything right now, but I hope to get back into the swing of things very, very soon. So, hey, Sheba in red, Cat's Life. You know what? A really good, I didn't think that mascaras make a difference in the type you get. But let's see, there was this one that I got my daughter. I mean, it's just drugstore kind. I was really impressed. It looks like, for some reason, it looks so good when she uses this type. Let me see. I think it's a lot of people like Better and Sex mascara by Too Faced if you're wanting like high end, or It Cosmetics, the one in the black, like hourglass shaped type tube. Can't remember. Superhero. Let's see. Like the Revlon mascara is, I don't know. I'll have to check later, but it has voluminous on the side of it, and it's like got a gold cap, and it's like a black grayish tube. It might be L'Oreal, but man, my daughter's lashes look so good every time she uses that mascara. Oh, here it is. And I mean, she's used several other kinds. Drugstore, because I don't get her high-end stuff, Of course, usually I have stuff here for her to use, but I haven't had much makeup for sale lately. This is what I was talking about. Hey, Jam. It makes my daughter's lashes so long, but she's blessed with kind of long lashes anyways, but I do notice a difference when she uses that mascara, so I was surprised. So I was trying to wait a little bit to go live because I know that the lab is live. I don't know who else. And I didn't want to. I was going to talk about something that the lab brought up in his live that I happened to hear that I had never heard before. And I don't know where he got it because I just happened to be in there for just a second. I clipped it real quick. But in this recording, Candace names possible suspects in Summer's disappearance. And I swear to everything holy that she is naming the actual people that are all involved besides herself and possibly her own mother. Even though I don't think her mom was like involved directly, but I think she might have knowledge. You know, that's kind of why she's just took off. Oh man, that sounds painful, Cat's life. Yeah, I don't know if the high end is really anything better than I do like that. The L'Oreal, I think it has a lot to do with the brush shape, you know? And I think that's also why with that L'Oreal mascara, it works so well. Because some of the shapes of the wands are just like, it just doesn't put the product on correctly. Like this, it's too spaced out. You know what I mean? The little twirly thing. I like a dense mascara brush. Hey, hot damn. And Jane, Raybird. Thank you guys so much for. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you for. Thank you. Yes. Disclaimer. I need to add this disclaimer. So I was just working on. I was editing my description back in YouTube Studio. I was deleting, the old PayPal that was on it and some things that are not really relevant anymore. And I was adding a fair use disclaimer so that it automatically should be under each video, hopefully. I think that's what's supposed to happen. So maybe I should add that one too, about foundation does not go in your eyeball. See, that's the foundation. Sometimes I'll think like, oh my gosh, this mascara is making my, eyes water, or it's this eyeshadow. I hate foundation with sunscreen in it because it freaking burns my eyes. And I swear, no matter how far from my eyeballs, it still burns my eyes. So possibly if somebody's eyes were burning or whatever, that could be a definite reason, or whatever they want to make up that happened. The rubbery combs? You mean the ones that are like just like plastic looking? And yeah, it could probably poke your eye out. Those are the ones I hate. The brush, no flaking, smudging. Hey, Cam. Yeah, it's. So I know that he still has. I do have Google Voice up. I was thinking about doing Collins, but I know that's dangerous. For some reason, you get less like trolls if you do panels, but let's pull up that screen or that. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to get it out of my email. I took this from Moz Don't Mind Sharing the Labs channel. Sorry if you didn't hear me. Can you guys drop the Labs channel? Because I did clip this from his channel. Because I don't know where he got it. I looked in his description, but oh, that's so sweet, Hot Damn. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sammy and Michelle. I apply sunscreen first, let it set, then apply foundation. I don't, you know what? I never used foundation up until, I never really had to up until like past couple years. And now I have to because I have my skin's like a little bit, it sometimes occasionally will look like I have like, I don't know. I guess it could kind of look kind of like maybe acne or something, but it's not. And it's not all the time, but it's weird, whatever it is. And maybe it's probably not that noticeable. Well, Jim started noticing, like he started noticing. I'm like, gosh, you have to point out my every flaw. Because I was already I was starting to notice them. And I'm like, well, maybe it's just because like, you know, I'm me and we are our own worst critic and I just have to see it like super well because I notice it. Like, you know, I have to see myself in the mirror every day. So I was like, has it always been like this? You know, I thought maybe I just hadn't. I don't know. Anyways, now Jim mentioned it like soon after. He's like, what are those red dots on your face? I thought like dry skin, maybe. I thought, but you're slow. Oh, well, join the club. According to others, I am too. My skin is nice, but I have a lot of red in it. Maybe I could have a little bit of rosacea. Oh, I say it's dangerous, Willow, because people like trolls like to call in when you put up, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. Dangerous, like I don't want to get off topic. I mean, we can get off topic as far as we don't have to stay on Summer Wells or this exact thing, but I don't want to get into drama. I will just hang up on that. I have a feeling that some people like will just keep calling. Hey, crazy chicken lady. I like your profile picture. Oh, yay. I'm glad you finally got it, Brooklyn. Finally. I hope that there was something in there you could use, Brooklyn. I tried to go, I think I put it like I put an eyebrow pencil in there because I don't know. I put something that went by the color of your hair in this picture. So I don't know. Hopefully you can use some of that stuff. If not, give it away or whatever. I was also, I don't have as much as I usually have. Like an old for fashion free all. Oh, what do you mean? Like just call in? What do you mean we should do? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we could have panels of a free for all every day like we used to, but nobody comes up anymore, you know? A couple days ago, I had the link up the whole time, and I think we had, I don't know, maybe was that one of the days that Prayer Garden came up? From dairy products. That's what was making, took a while. My daughter had a milk allergy, slight milk allergy too. I don't think it so much bothers me anymore, but when she was a baby, we couldn't figure out why she would like projectile vomit, like The Exorcist or whatever that one scary movie is where they puke. Sorry. It just like flies. I'm like, whoa, that little baby can do that. Yeah, it was scary though, because I couldn't sleep. I'd be so afraid that she would choke. You know? You don't get notifications. Well, hi, John. Paul. Here, let's listen to this. I'll play it a couple times. It's only like 30 seconds, but this is from the lab. Your son lost his uncle. Is this your husband's brother, or was this a crime, or is that? Yep, I did her just like I would sit there and stare, have to get up and check on Jim in the middle of the night when I wouldn't be sleeping in the same room because he snores so bad. But then it was like I couldn't sleep in the same room with him, but I couldn't sleep outside the room with him either, or in another room without him either, because like I would have such bad anxiety. Like, oh my gosh, is he stop breathing? Or if I didn't hear him snoring, I would have to get up and be like, I just had to. But of course, with Caitlin, it was like even worse. My own daughter, rotten tooth. Oh gosh, could you understand anything she was saying? Here, let's play this video real quick. If there's a case or whatever, John, you're wanting us to look into, you can always email me if this is, something that happened in your family. If you're talking about a murder. This right here we're covering, this is about Summer Wells, her parents, Don and Candace Wells. She went missing in 2021 of June 15, 2021. Parents are completely sus, and so are a couple other people surrounding her. So that's what we're gonna listen to this call or this recording that I don't know where the lab got it, but I found it interesting.
Anything doing with this? I don't know. I can't tell you because I don't know. I have a lot of suspicion.
Right.
I have a problem with Allie, Jose, Jody Sue, Andy, Donnie. I mean, I could list a whole bunch of people.
There's a lot of. Because I have it.
Man, I'm not 150% of chance of anything doing with this. I don't know. I can't tell you because I don't know. I have a lot of suspicion.
Right.
I have a problem with Allie, Jose, Jody Sue, Andy, Donnie. I mean, I could list a whole bunch of people.
There's a lot of.
I feel like that's all.
Because I have it.
Oh shit! Here, we'll let it play this last time.
Man, I'm not 150% of chance of anything doing with this. I don't know. I can't tell you because I don't know. I have a lot of suspicion.
Right.
I have a problem with Allie, Jose, Jody Sue, Andy, Donnie. I mean, I could list a whole bunch of people.
There's a lot of.
What do you guys think about that? I felt like she was naming all the people who are involved. And I felt like she was naming them because those are like the. I don't know why she would. Maybe because I was thinking that there was some kind of psychology reason why she named those particular people, like possibly she. But I feel like I know that didn't make sense because I don't understand myself either right now. But what I mean, I just think it's weird. I those are all the people that I think are involved. But yeah, she didn't say her mom, of course, like because that's her own mom. But she did say Donnie. Dawn. Yeah, she's very understandable there. Hey, Rita and Lady Sleuth. Do you think, I don't know, I just felt that, I thought that was so strange how she named, because she could, I think all those people she knows, like it's just, they're all involved and they're not going to, do you think it's weird that she mentioned Jose? Why would she think Jose? Do you guys think that's odd that she would say Jose? Why? I don't know when that was. I was hoping that he would have it in his description. The other day, I went live on the backup channel, which for some reason, all my subscribers, like, it went down to 0. I have to contact YouTube, or actually, I might just not even worry about it and just start over that backup channel. But we went live the other day on the backup. Nobody got a notification, unfortunately, because something's wonky is going on. When I hid the channel and when I unhid it the other day, it just, I don't know. It deleted the profile picture. It shows that I went down like 1,900 subs, which was all the subs I had on that backup channel. But anyways, we did what are those things? Oh, the dowsing rods. We did dowsing. We asked questions about the Summer Wells case. I knew not a lot of people would be into that. Well, many here wouldn't be into that, but it was very interesting. I don't know though. I'm a skeptic myself. Like, even doing it, I feel like I don't even know if I believe it. I feel something moving like the dowsing rods, but I'm wondering, it's like, could it be something else? Is it my mind? Is it possibly, like, not spirit, but maybe my mind somehow? Or except it said one thing. Who was it? One thing though, it said that there were some very interesting things we talked about, but sensitive topics for sure. I was unsubscribed, but my rent is still there. I know, I don't understand. I'm reading Rotten Tooth's comment. Don't. Yeah, I looked at Peas in a Pod. I looked into that. I saw that. I never knew the use for them. So, yeah, dowsing rods can find water for wells and hidden wells, like on fields road property. My grandfather found water for many people with them. Yeah, that's so cool. The knock at your window. I think that was the neighbor kid. That did creep me out though. I was just, see, my mind, like, naturally I'm a skeptic. I think it's good though to be skeptical, because a little bit, but I do find sometimes it's quite interesting that it just seems so real sometimes. But it basically, for those curious, the people that the dowsing rods and the pendulum were saying was involved, allegedly, was like, oh my gosh, tons of people, including Jose. It was saying that Candus feels a regret. However, Dawn doesn't. But Candace, Dawn are involved. Allegedly, Candace, Dawn, Jody Sue, Andy. I asked Fred Hill. It said no, but I'm like, I'm wondering, does it answer like reading my mind or what? So, because I really do want to be not biased, just, and look at things from an unbiased point of view. Your boyfriend don't mind it at all. Well, it's okay. Said Dawn, Candace, Jody Sue, Andy, Jose. Oh, it said that Grandma Candace is not involved. However, she does know, allegedly. Who else? Oh, also Allie. And Allie possibly could have. Well, I'm not going to say that. Am I missing anybody that was said when we did that? Hey, Karen. Why is my sound not working? We literally just played this. Hold on. Yeah, that. I was trying to play a video, a YouTube video, and of course, I don't know, the sound's not working for some odd reason. I'll get it. That's strange. Oh, wait, I think I found it.
Question. It's a really good question, though, guys. Really good question.
What is the question?
My members and everybody that just watches.
What's the question?
Even if you're not a sub or a member, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna do something a little different today, guys. I am going to answer a question from one of my subs.
Let's hear it.
So Jacqueline Snowden. So I'm gonna answer it the best I can.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so Jacqueline has a question. She said, why would they hide Summer and not the boys? Well, Jacqueline, the only...
Oh, well, that's an easy one. What do you guys think? I believe the reason why is because it must have just, let's hope that the boys didn't experience any type of SA. But with that theory, I would say it's because, especially Don B thinks this whole CPS thing that, with Summer about to start school and everything. And that's Don B's whole theory, is that's why they had to make Summer get gone, I guess. Because they were afraid she would speak at school. She was about to get, going to be around people. She was so friendly, I at first when I heard Don B that theory, I did not agree. I at all. I thought it was actually. I was like, no. I said they could have just had her do homeschool or something, But I do think that it's definitely a possibility now after some time has passed. But I think it more also has, I do think there has something to do with her being a girl. And I still, actually, I know you guys are going to laugh, but it also, we asked the dowsing rods, like, how many did Candace have other babies that she gave away? And it said yes. Now this is, the dowsing rods, okay? And we asked more than one. It said yes. More than two, yes. And it just kept going. I'm like, no way. I was like, okay, this is fake. It stopped at 5. It claimed that, and then we asked if they were all girls, and it said yes. But yeah, it said that 5 girls. But that Summer was the only one that she had past baby stage. I wonder why. Let's say that theory is true, that she had other baby girls. There's two. I say there's two that she definitely. That's for sure. That's my opinion, though. We don't have absolute proof. I mean, we do have Candace's own words in one call about one pregnancy, but I have also, Laura and Fred's word, and I believe them. And I just feel like my gut is just telling me that's what she was doing. I mean, put everything together. Like, I think that she's like a teenager in her mind. She had grown up. When I say she, I'm talking about Candace Wells. She had grown up thinking SA is okay. I'm assuming. That's just an assumption because, her uncle was a big time offender, and, there's questions about rumors supposedly about Grandma Candace not being able to be around her grandkids legally for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. But anyways, I think it's pretty safe to say Candace saw a lot of things in her life. I mean, she's been with Dawn Wells for, last whatever, how many years. But I think that I just think that she was desensitized to it. Along with, I do believe, she's got kind of a teenage mind. And I think she is easily manipulated. And Dawn has got the perfect person to manipulate because there's a power imbalance, basically. Like, I don't feel like on the same, she's like a teenager in her mind. Not that Dawn is like mature at all, but I think there's, a reason he is with Candace in particular. So I don't know. My intuition tells me that she had other babies, and I know this is a sensitive topic and stuff, and people get upset, but I do feel like she was having babies and selling them. Yes, could homeschool an aunt if she had the trusty notebooks I have with all the special. They both have a daughter missing. Oh, that's another thing too that what we asked. We asked all kinds of questions. So it was actually really fun, but of course you got to keep an open mind, and not take it as truth. I do understand people's concerns with that too, because I don't want to spread like people run with things even if you say it's not fact. They do. They'll run with things that even if you accidentally misspeak, people run with it as if it's fact. So I do understand people's concerns there, but it was interesting. But we got, okay, what was the comment? Oh, we asked about Rose Bly, if that was related, or if the same thing happened to Rose Bly. Somebody want to know if the same thing happened to Rose Bly. It happened to Summer Wells. It said yes, and that it's related, that Carly Trent and Summer Wells it's related. Oh, I also asked about the whole polygamy stuff. Oh my gosh, I could go on and on. It was Where's Dusty? She didn't want to talk about her sister at all. Does anybody remember her sister's age when she disappeared? She was like early 20s. 21 or something, right? 21, 22. Well, about their, yeah, but yep, I understand that. I know. I understand what you're saying there. I would usually agree. However, I think there's just been so much evidence that she's, maybe I think it's pretty much fact. I'm pretty sure we've heard from people said, I think Dawn or her own mom said that she was what's the word? Or what's the term? Learning. I don't think learning disabled, but just like, kind of had a little bit harder time with learning and stuff. Hear what, little Annie? I know, Tanya. I agree. But I don't believe that there was any children that or any girl children that they kept past baby age. I feel like it was a little side hustle for Candus. I don't know. That's just my, like I said, total speculation. But that's just what my intuition's telling me. Like, so deeply, but, I've been wrong before, definitely. Developmentally. Okay, that might be a better way for me to put it, developmentally delayed. But I do understand too. That's why I kind of hesitate or when I speak sometimes, because I do know this topic is a sensitive topic, because I do I don't like to also speculate on somebody's mental illness. I understand that too. But with that also, I can't think exactly who said it, but I'm pretty sure it was, somebody has put that out there too, like one of her family members, her, but it's important to know, like any mental illness, because it could play a big part, but it's a touchy subject. Did she say she took birth control? They're trying to say that she had her tubes tied after summer, but I seriously I don't know. I don't believe that. I think that she had a side hustle. She has some weird thing with girl children. I don't know. I feel like Dawn put out there in the beginning that Candace got her tubes tied so nobody would be suspicious. Or maybe, could she have lied to him? She's one of those girls that, because of, her body type, she could hide a pregnancy for a very long time, but I think Dawn would know. Seems like a lot of people have silenced Candace from speaking on her own. Because maybe it is true that Candace has regret. And actually, I mean, we heard in that call, the 911 call, of course she was inebriated, and people that are drunk, a lot of times they get very emotional. But she was crying in that call, it seemed to be because of Summer being hurt. And it made me so sad, because when I was hearing that, it made me think of I did feel really bad for her. But I do feel bad for Candace, because I feel like she's grown up thinking, knowing no different than what she's been subjected to, her whole life. It's been normal for her. Then I feel like she has a husband that, particularly married her because he could control her, and she does he rules the roost, basically. I think she goes along with what he says. But sometimes, we've heard her really, can hold her own, but I do feel like she's grown her whole life. She's been around some things that are not okay, like SA and stuff, and she's just been desensitized to it. I do feel bad, and also I do feel like she's developmentally delayed, like I said. So, and then she's being manipulated. It should be a crime to manipulate somebody with a learning disability, if that is true. So in a way, I feel like I can think of, I don't want to make an excuse for Candace. I'm not doing that at all. I'm just trying to look at things from all angles. But I still believe that she knew of SA going on, in my opinion, which is not okay at all. But we don't know to the level of what, she's so dependent on him. I don't think she's never had an income, I wouldn't think. So that, right? I don't think she's ever had a job or known any different than her lifestyle. I know, yeah, but because in this situation, because of their possible suspects, I think it's really, and because it came up, usually, yeah, it wouldn't usually be something that I would talk about, except it got brought up by, witnesses. Well, I call them witnesses, but others might call them suspects. But, Fred and Laura claim, Laura she's like, swears, she claims that Candace was just popping them out and giving them away like candy. I'm sure she wasn't giving them away. I'm sure she was benefiting in some way financially, but it is interesting to also, I mean, with the reason why I talk about it is just because of, the fact that what Laura and Fred have said, and also now we have supposedly, but I don't have any I haven't heard it, but Lips says that Marlena Crawford claimed to be some kind of middleman in between, or a person that was finding a family who wanted a baby for Candus. Supposedly that Marlena Crawford was doing that, but I want to hear the recordings. Yeah, she's probably very, she's in a situation, Candace is in a situation she probably feels trapped in. She doesn't know any different, but there is a lot of people who have been trying to get her out of that situation when Dawn was in jail and stuff. I mean, you could tell, like, she wanted to get away from that. She knew it wasn't okay. You could tell, because, I mean, she started, as soon as Dawn went to jail, like, she just started talking. So that shows us that something about Dawn intimidates her, because she doesn't say that stuff when he's around. Thank you, Lady Swift. Do you think Tim paid Benny and Tiffany to throw everyone off in the case? No, you know what I think? What I think is that they're doing this because everybody, I mean, we know exactly, Lady Sleuth, I'm sure, really deep down, really what it is. It's greed. What they are wanting to find out, they were wanting Dawn to themselves. That's why they're going to dog anybody who, like, they were doing it to Daisy yesterday. I had to turn off Daisy's because he was gaslighting her so bad. I felt so bad for her, because when I was listening to her, it reminded me of myself. And I was like, oh, and how I used to try to always defend myself, or how, sometimes I still do, but I've got a lot better. But he he Daisy was correct, but he's just good with words, and he knew that Dawn was watching. He was trying to look like a hero for Dawn Wells, so Dawn will trust him again. And Benny and Tiffany are, thinking about having a honeymoon in Rogersville, Tennessee. They're renting a place together too, BTW. According, that's what they told me. I swear. Because I was trying to give them ideas. Because I was like, well, I would just get an RV because that's cheap. But no. Anyways, he wants Dawn to himself because he wants to monopolize Dawn. He wants to be the only person that has access to Dawn, and he thinks that he can get. He thinks also that I do also believe something that somebody was telling me either yesterday or today about them thinking that Tim's going to do some kind of movie or documentary, and he's just hoping to be a part of some kind of documentary. No, she didn't go to Tennessee. Unless they have since in the last couple weeks. We all know that Benny and Tiffany are going to come out, and it's going to be the same story as, that happened last time. And Benny's going to be the hero because, he was able to be, he's able to be the most horrible person to others. Well, knowing that they're correct, but just doing it for just greed. For his own reasons. It's for him, to benefit. That's why he does that. And Tiffany is the same way. She's very much the same way, unfortunately. Didn't she tell BK she was pregnant after Dawn went to jail? Yeah, there was something about that. Like John Frenning, who's the bestest friend. Benny's Gassler, but don't you think Dawn talks to one creator and tells him one thing, another, and tells him, yes, and sit back and watch the show? Yes. He's totally... Benny thinks that he's playing Dawn, but Dawn's not that stupid. Dawn probably is now playing him. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how stupid Dawn is. Because he's been there, done that with Benny. And he knows. He's been warned so many times before it actually happened to him. So, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is Dawn might act like his friend so he can like beat the shit out of him when he comes to Tennessee or something. I don't know. But, Dawn might turn it into a... He likes to play games just like Benny, so I don't know. Do you guys think that... I don't know. Do you guys think Dawn is truly trusting Benny again, or do you think it's just... I think it's Dawn using... I think they're both using each other, honestly. I think Dawn... That's exactly what they're doing. It's using each other. Hope Dawn is playing BK at this point. No, I right, Jam. I don't know why I feel bad. Why I would have even feel even a little bit bad for her, but I feel bad for Tiffany because he's going to seriously screw her over. But about what? Yep. I had a controlling husband, but he never stopped me from caring for my kids. I was poor, but always took great care of myself and kids. Why they're trying to push away the truth. Let's see. Any thoughts now we know someone edited that call? What do you mean? I went to listen to... What do you mean somebody edited that call? It was enhanced. Wasn't edited. Nothing was added in. It was enhanced. If you go listen to the original, to me it sounds the same. I can still hear it, but I'm not... I don't know. I was talking to somebody about that call before. It's not absolute proof because, first of all, we don't know who he is. But to me, it did sound like that was being said, but even when I went to listen to the original, but I don't know if it's because of power of suggestion or what. Who has He isn't capable of being loyal to anyone for any amount of time, and when he is loyal, restrict him for its own gain. That call has been out for, I don't know why people gave Christine a hard time. That call's been out for ever. Molly Golightly's had it up for like at least a year, right? It's just that it's a 28-minute long 911 call, but nobody really, nobody really listened to what was being said in the background. I mean, that part about he's trying to R her, that came out a few months ago, but the other parts are, nobody tried to look into it or try to listen to what was actually being said. And I guess, I don't know, who was it that actually came out with that first? I thought it was Prayer Garden, but now I hear that it might have been Enchanted Life Path. Making transcripts. What do you mean? Jose said Candace fought Dawn, had a knockdown drag out. I laughed when I heard that, not because it was funny, but Candace does stick up for herself. We did listen to the whole call the other day, if that's what you mean. I would, Lil Annie, but I just was there earlier this month. Did you know that? I was there at the beginning of January. It was like I gave myself 2 months to just, deal with Jim's passing. It was really hard. But I had a date in my head that, the beginning of the year, I had to get my shit together. I had to stop feeling sorry for myself. I had, so that trip was kind of my, like, okay, it's time to stop feeling sorry for yourself. It's time to get out there, because I had been in bed for like 2 months, I didn't even come on here except maybe a couple times. I think I made $100 in December from YouTube. I just didn't come on. We had lives making transcripts as calls. So to say nobody listened is a little odd. It's all not here, but we did. When you say we, you're not talking about that I did. I don't think I've ever made a transcript. Thing is, if you're saying like you and some other people worked on it in another channel, that's very possible. And I could have saw it, or I'm telling you guys, when I say my memory is not good, I'm being serious. It's getting better now that my depression I can tell a difference, but I'm sure somebody did, or maybe somebody did try to listen to that part before. I'm sure I will go back again. I have to wait. Right now, I have to get back, on my feet. Because I had a couple months I just kind of took off from life and just started back to normal responsibilities at the beginning of this month. So yeah, I have to get caught back up. The way it's looking is I've been going every 6 months so far. So, maybe this summer. What did you hear in it? Yep. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better now, Crazy Chicken. Thank you so much. Get Fred and DA for clear sounding interviews. Get Fred and DA. DA. Who's D? DA. Not sure. I know I was really bummed my conversation with Fred didn't get recorded. That was like the whole reason I went to Tennessee, and you guys don't understand how I cried. I was so freaking frustrated, but it was more so because I was just frustrated. Like I felt so defeated at that time. People coming after me, losing Jim. Well, people coming after me just after I lost Jim, and then people trying to discount my feelings about the situation, and then the family stuff. I was just it was hard, but everything, I don't know, for some reason I feel it made me a lot stronger. Okay, yep. I appreciate that. I don't think Dawn will screw Tiffany over. She seems hip. And I say woke about Dawn and Benny. I don't know. Tiffany sure talked a lot of shit about people going and meeting the Wells, so it's pretty hypocritical. She does. But how that goes. I definitely, yep, if you send that to me, I will, I might not do it today. I was only going to come on for like an hour or so, hour and a half. Well, we can do it tomorrow. Because is it the whole 28 minutes or is it just that short part? A Ziggy meetup. That's back when people liked me, Michelle. Oh gosh. No, when people were saying that though, Michelle, that made me feel, I don't know. It made me feel weird and uncomfortable because I'm like, which is fine. I would do something like that sometime, but I'm like, I didn't feel like my channel was big enough to do something like that. I thought it sounded kind of, to have like a meetup would be like kind of was egotistical or conceited, I think. Aw. Yay. Thank you guys. Aw. Melanie says, I'm a widow of unexpected death. Also say it's really hard and takes a lot of time to regain your balance. Yeah. I think that, I can date again. And then it's just like, no. Oh, thanks, Sammy. I know he is hard. He is hard to hear. He talks so quietly. Hot damn. He's very soft spoken. Kind of, well, not like girly soft spoken, but he's kind of a timid man. He's not what you would expect from what you hear others say about him. Now, looking at him, he might be look kind of scary. But now, like the first time you see him, you might think he looks a little scary. But I mean, now I don't think he looks scary at all. But maybe that's just because I have talked to him several times now and know him a little bit. But I can see why people might. His look could make people think that maybe he's a little bit of a bad character. But what I've noticed about him is everything that he's been really straight up with me, like about his drug use, about his arrest and everything. He's been so forthcoming that with all the good and bad about himself that it's hard for me to think that he's lying. And that's why it's really hard for me to believe that he's involved in some kind of, like Jody Sue was saying, Jody Sue spread and even got Dawn saying it, that Fred and Jody Sue, set up those bones. I really do not believe that Fred did that. Maybe Jody Sue, but Jody Sue wasn't even back there at that time. What would Jody Sue be doing over there? That doesn't even make sense. She doesn't have a license. It's not near where she was living. She never leaves her shed. Is he hot? He sounds like Forrest Gump. He does sound like Forrest Gump. He reminds me of Forrest Gump, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean it in like actually a good way. Like he had he has that same, like everything about him, that same demeanor that Forrest Gump has is exactly like Fred. And Fred, if you hear this, I'm so sorry. I don't mean it. I do not mean it like you're stupid or something. That's not it. I'm saying his demeanor and they kind of sound the same. Their demeanor is very similar. It's crazy. It's weird because I thought, man, he does sound a little bit like Forrest Gump. And then like, man, his personality is like Forrest Gump even. He won't ask, he doesn't ask for money. He gets very embarrassed about, he doesn't, even when I offered him that $20 that it was like I gave him $20 at the end of the trip the first time I went, but he wouldn't take it. I had to leave it. He would not take it. I'm not saying he wasn't doing that just because he really did not want to take it. I could tell, but I insisted, and he really wants Summer to be found. I feel like now, Laura it's easier to get her to take, because she knows they need it. But I guess because Fred's a man and prideful or whatever, he really is not one that asks for help. He's one that gives help. He'll give you the shirt off his back. I'm serious. I mean, he is I think it's funny. Did you guys see that? Oh, let's find it. This reminds me, the way I'm talking about Fred, it's like I'm freaking Fred. Freaking Fred. It's like I'm in love with him or something. Makes me think of this video. Hold on. But it's just true. That's why I want other people to go meet him, because I want people to see. He was like, oh, here it is. This was so hilarious. It has music in it, though. No, I'm not in love with Fred. It made me think of this video that was. I feel like it, though, that how much I like him always talk about how he's a good guy. I'm like, man, people are gonna think I'm in love with him or something. That's why I want other people to go meet him so you can see for yourself. Because you can't, anytime I hear somebody really talking about how great somebody is, how good of, it makes you kind of be like, And I know also as a, people, as a YouTuber or whatever I am, nobody you can't believe YouTubers. You have to see for yourself. Oh, this is him on the screen. Hot damn. Hold on. Here we go. He is country.
Every day's a dream when I'm carrying your love with me.
I'm carrying your love with me. West Virginia down to Tennessee. I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. Carrying your love with me.
And every day's a dream when I'm carrying your love with me.
I'm carrying your love with me. West Virginia down to Tennessee. I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. Carrying your love with me.
I thought it was funny. I remember somebody, I don't know, was it Jane Don't that showed me it? And they were hoping I wouldn't be upset. No, who was it? I'm like, no, it didn't upset me. I think it's hilarious. But I mean, I can make fun of myself. I know what's annoying about myself. And I also feel the same way as Matt Gilbert here. I'm like, gosh, I just talk about Fred so much. Like, I need somebody else to go out there and talk to him. I'm not trying to, monopolize Fred. So funny how there's like grown men just act scared of them. Yet I go out there at 2 a.m. by myself. Well, it wasn't 2 a.m. when I went out there. I went out there. This was the second time I was out there, not this last time. I went out there at about 10 p.m. I was on Ben Hill Road, and no, my daughter was not out there with me at that time. I didn't feel scared at all. It did freak me out a little bit, though. I'm not gonna lie. That when I pulled in, like once I got close to Fred's over where that little bridge area is that the dogs hit, like all of a sudden there was a truck on my ass, like right up on my ass. And I'm like, oh my God. That freaked me out a little bit. I'm like, this feels like something out like The Hills Have Eyes or something. I'm going to be murdered back here. But I kind of my gut was telling me it was Fred, because there was only, it was the Redmonds and Fred, and it did look like truck lights. And I pulled in Fred's driveway because I was like, okay, just act like you belong here, even though I Indiana plates. And even though, everybody knows everybody around there. I just pulled in his driveway, and he pulled in right next to me. And then he saw it was me. He was like, I was filming your license plate, because he didn't know who I was. Yeah, he does. I think the whole monkey thing didn't really do him well, because I think it actually, when he said it to me, it made me lose faith in what he was saying too at the time, because I was like, oh man, and I actually believed you until you said there's freaking monkeys out here. I was actually disappointed, because I'm like, oh my God, he is lying to me. But because I thought it was such a crazy story. I'm like, is he trying to F with me? You know what I mean? I'm like, maybe, because I'm sitting here thinking I had already had that Bones incident happen. Jody Sue trying to say that Fred set it up. And actually, he brought that all up by himself before I even mentioned anything. Like after the Bones incident, after everybody tried to say, oh, he set it up, and he brought it up to me before I could even ask him about it. He was like, that is such, I believe him. And until I get absolute proof, that's just how it's going to go. Aw, thank you, Aisha. I'm not leaving YouTube at all. I have thought about, well, there for a while I was, there was one day when I hit my channel, I wasn't playing. I was actually I was done, because I couldn't, it was too much negativity during that time, but my mind changed the next day, of course. But I was serious. I was very serious. I was actually I told a few people, and some people were mad at me, like really upset with me. Honest, I mean, really. But yeah, but then I started thinking, I don't want to do that, but maybe I do want to do something else. But I could still do, this channel and another channel, but depending on how well the other one did, I would have to just do YouTube. Oh no, I don't think he was lying. I think it was his truth. Like like somebody said above, I do believe that he really believes that there are monkeys out there. Ian Haskell and his nephew said the same thing. And I thought they were effing with me, but that's why they have that whole story, that whole joke about going snipe hunting. And it's weird, because Fred tried to tell me this whole snipe hunting story too, and this joke that they do to people and leave them out there, and and then they leave them out there in the middle of nowhere by themselves. Yeah, I didn't understand the whole thing, because I guess it's to freak them out, and something about the monkeys out there. I don't know what the whole snipe hunting thing is. So I thought they were all effing with me, but they swear that there is really monkeys out there. Did you go to his place? Oh, yeah, I spent the night. Come on. Is that a joke? And why would people think that? They had me. No, I would never. First of all, I wouldn't even stay the night with anybody on here, more than likely. I like to be able to escape if I have to, and have my own time. So that's not something I would ever do. And it's not that I wouldn't want to, that would creep me out. I wouldn't do the whole camping on Ben Hill or anything. But no, I went to the Fred's several times this last trip, because I helped Laura out a few times. I took her to the gas station one time. I took her to the store and dollar store. And then we went to the library to, she gets bored out there with nothing to do. And she doesn't, she can't drive and stuff. And so she wanted some stuff to color. She likes coloring. If anybody, is interested in sending her anything, she likes coloring. Those she probably liked those adult coloring books. Because when we went to the library, she was printing out these log cabins, pictures of log cabins and stuff, just different pictures that she wanted to print out and just color. She likes arts and crafts, and it's so boring out there for them. But luckily, though, that Fred's mom does have internet, and they had. I haven't talked to Fred or Laura for a couple of weeks now, but ever since his friend passed away, I haven't talked to him, because last time I talked to Laura, she was crying, and I didn't want to bother her. She was, cussing the Hawkins County law enforcement, saying, wondering why Hawkins County, I guess, got in high-speed chase with this. His last name was Simpson. I think Greg Simpson or something. He was killed. The cops were trying to pull him over they knew he was driving on no suspended or something, on a suspended license. And Laura was just I don't understand why they had to get in a high-speed chase for something like that. And they even chased him outside county lines and over a suspended license. So they're quite upset about that. And that, they're already not happy with Hawkins County because of Jason Arnold's situation. And we have Summer Wells, to be honest, that's crazy, Destiny. That's not true. And it was true at one. Yeah, I guess there has been, but I'm wondering, he was acting like there's tons of monkeys, just living out there. But I did find articles of, people keeping monkeys at their own households. I did see somebody emailed me something, and I'll check it out in a second. It's about monkeys. Yeah, little Annie, I asked if he was related to Gary Simpson, the guy who kidnapped Carly Trent. And she didn't know what I was talking about. It's crazy. Oh, hey, Brown Skittle. Oh, shit, you're... But is it in somebody's household or is it in the... I need proof that they're like living outside amongst people. Let me see here. Let me see which... I didn't get a link. It didn't... All it says is video about monkeys from a local uploaded 9 days ago. I didn't get a link. Can you send me the link again? Por favor, mi amor. Yeah, you seem really sensitive about them. You have a picture right there. Well, some people think that possibly he's hearing an owl, some type of owl, or let's see. Okay, I got that. Let's see. I'm curious to see if this is something I've seen before. Is this...
Months ago, I started communicating with the lady that grew up in Beech Creek. Her maiden name is one of those 5 names that I've been talking about. Not going to tell you how old this lady is, but she's over 70 years old. She told me a lot of stories about Beech Creek when she was growing up. And she told me how the light men used to be the moonshine men of the area. And they made moonshine right there on Beech Creek. They used Beech Creek water. They grew the corn. They used Beech Creek wood to fire the stills. All they had to do was buy the sugar. She said people used to come as far away as Nashville and Knoxville to buy the moonshine. She said it was famous. She said Beech Creek has a reputation, but everybody in Beech Creek aren't bad people. There are good people there. I sent her an email and asked her if she had ever tasted any of that whiskey or that moonshine. And she said she would have to tell me the truth and she would be lying if she said no. A couple of days ago, I emailed her and asked her what she thought about Fred Hill's account of the monkeys he said were running around Beech Creek. I was really surprised when she answered me back and said Fred Hill was telling the truth, that there are troops of monkeys that go around in the woods, and there has been since 1924. A man lived near Bays Mountain, and he died, and he had a bunch of monkeys, and the people just let him loose. She said what Fred Hill don't know is those monkeys are coming looking for that moonshine mash that the lights made. She said in the 1960s, there were rumors that those monkeys would come down 20, 30 at a time and raid the mash out of the moonshine stills, and those monkeys would get drunk. And they'd hang around there for a couple of days, and then they'd leave and be gone again. She said those monkeys come all the way from Bays Mountain hunting that moonshine. 13 miles there and 13 miles back.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for sending that. Thank you. And thank you, Aisha. I was saying thank you about the link, but also thank you so much, Aisha. When I saw that, I was like, oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Now, so this is just more backup, you know. I love this. I love this video. This lady's, I'm going to subscribe to her. We're going to see what else she has. I'm going to share this though. See what else she has. I like so that is true. Also, I want to say one thing she did say that was talked about to me by Haskell Rhines. And that was the Moonshine. He said that he used to be famous in that area for Moonshine. And I do know it's very true about the lights. The lights definitely are famous for Moonshine in that area. Very much so. I think it's Gladys, I think Gladys, or what's the name of there was some video on YouTube. It was very interesting. I thought we watched it on here. I'll find it. What is this? What is this supposed to be? Freaking haunted house?
I think an old cellar like building in here. Cool, man.
Is that the way in?
Yeah, right here.
I'm impressed at how well this works.
So they found it. I guess this is just an abandoned house. I just found this. I would just happen to stop and watch this. I'm like, what is this? It just says abandoned house, Beech Creek, Tennessee. I was looking for the video about the Moonshiners.
Look at these.
Maybe
Had an open house here or something that didn't work out very well. Look. There you have it, guys. Abandoned creeper in the weeds with Kitty's Travels. And you know Mr. John, Exploration Unknown. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys.
I can't remember. I wish I could. Maybe it was Rogersville. What they had it listed as. Maybe it's Hawkins County.
All that used to be just clean as it could be out through there. Had cattle in it and everything.
Wow.
That looks like
seen a mini sunset right here. Hadn't you?
that looks like freaking KFC guy. Dang it. I don't remember. I was glad it's light. Anyways, let me see what you guys are saying. Colonel Sanders, yes. Oh, did you wish I could find, I don't know. That video was really interesting though. Wish I could find it. To D's own Monkey Man story. What's that mean, Monkey Man? Was it the video we were just watching? I know it's a video from like several years ago. I put it wouldn't, Amy, I don't think it's you'll have to email it to me because it won't let you put it in the chat. It's my email's YouTubeziggy at outlook.com. Or also if you type in the chat ! email, it will pull up my email for you. Right here. Here it is. Grady light. Grady. His name's Grady, not Gladys or
I get things happen that way.
This is part 2.
We'll go up front, I guess. Hey! Well, you know good.
That's pretty well.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I met your kitty cats outside there.
Yeah.
You like sugar stick candy?
Yeah, I like that John candy, but
Can you
I
have it?
haven't eaten so much.
Did you?
Got them peel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got one left. It's lemon. I'll split it with you.
Well, go ahead and eat it.
Go ahead.
I don't need it no way.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I like them. Jason Moore.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
How long you been out here? There's lots covered up in Beech Creek, ain't there?
Yeah. Well, I was born right on up that road there, no log house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old log house. Oh, it's on up this road though.
No, it's on up. You go straight back there and left them up this house.
I passed a shell of a building there. It's still well made though.
Old log building.
Yeah.
And don't leave light. He bought that old place there. That's where he raised that little two-story house.
Is Orville your brother or your father?
Yeah.
Brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was my brother. He's dead.
Yeah. Papa Judd's only got one brother left.
He was my brother. He's dead.
Yeah.
Two-story house.
Is Orville your brother or your father?
Yeah.
Orville. Isn't that the name of that Orville? Haven't we heard that before? Wasn't that the name of the pastor that supposedly got Don to take down his like prostitution sign he had outside or something like that? Oh shit. Am I thinking, was it Orville Doolin? Is that right? This right here is Grady Light. He's supposedly they're going to talk about the Moonshine, I think. It's only a couple minutes.
Brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was my brother. He's dead.
Yeah. Papa Judd's only got one brother left. His name's Denny. He's 85 or 86. He lives in Crossville, Tennessee. So, yeah. So what do you do?
I don't do nothing. Fox hunt. Got a bunch of dogs.
Oh, do you?
That girl of mine drew me to total car. Now I'm in a Honda.
Honda? No.
Brown.
I wasn't paying no attention. I was just looking for a light holler. No.
She just went out. She's going to work.
I passed you accidentally and went on up a little ways and thought I was at the right place. And they said, no, he's back down there. And they gave me good direction.
Somebody turned that sign around. Pointed down the hall. I had it pointing up this way.
Yeah.
Then you come on a little further.
It could be the wind. We had a lot of wind lately.
Yeah. I don't know. I think.
I don't know. This one's not the exact one I was wanting to watch, I don't think, but is this Frank Light's dad? He kind of I bet this is Frank Light's dad. I don't know if I did the Lights, any of their family tree or not.
Roy was building a new fence down. I think you had that sign down there, put it back up right.
Yeah.
I had to turn right.
So, how'd you meet Papa Judd?
Well, the first time I ever knowed him, I guess I was about 12, 15 years old.
Really? 12 or 15 years old?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Was that when he worked for Alex and Molly Taylor at the foot of Chimney Top?
Yeah. I used to ride on mules out there, going over D. Morrison's.
Riding on a mule going to D. Morrison's. Mars.
Yeah. And he'd be around extra working, and I stopped and talked to him.
Yeah.
He's just a young boy.
Yeah.
Sorry, that wasn't the correct one. I could have sworn it said something about Moonshine in the title, but anyways, it's not a big deal.
seems like a godly man. So let's check it out together. Want a copyright?
Post.
Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert.
Annoying. Yeah, it's probably not anything we really want to watch.
But one tree that he made was to used by man to form Calvary's cross, to fulfill his great plan. Yes, God made the hill where Jesus would die. Yes, God made the hill where the song. Now I'm gonna leave. Oh, keep singing. Yes, God made. Somewhere. Hey, yeah, I'm hard of hearing, so Ralph Little. Hard of hearing. Ralph Littleton, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Jason Moore. There's a road named after you out here somewhere. Yeah.
The guy's name is that was singing this song.
Hey, yeah, I'm hard of hearing, so Ralph Little. Hard of hearing. Ralph Littleton, nice to meet you. Jason Moore.
Ralph Little, I don't know. Yeah, I think they probably do talk about the moonshine possibly in this one, but anyways, it's not anything. I was just curious. It wasn't anything that exciting, I don't think, but I guess it is an area that was definitely famous for, very well known for moonshine. And supposedly Grady Light was one of the main suppliers of it. Haskell Rhines thinks he is too, but but anyways, we'll be having a good time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm sure I'll be back tomorrow. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but about I need some of that. No, yeah, because of Frank Light. Frank Light's an RSO, and don't go Ziggy. I think now we've confirmed from a 70-year-old local lady that the monkeys exist. That is more evidence of it, you know. Then Haskell Rhines and his nephew, but also confirmed. I put that video up. At least I did have that video up. It should still be up. Yeah, I would like to do more of that, Eric, but probably not on this channel because people get mad when I start going into, you know, that's kind of taboo in the true crime community because we work with more facts than just, you know, but I do find that stuff interesting. And I'm trying, and I probably will be making another channel surrounding that, you know, where we do things like that, dowsing rods and pendulums and stuff like that. I'm deciding between that and a channel about recovery and for people, you know, to give people hope who are struggling with certain things that I have struggled in the past with. I've thought about that too, because I am certified in a couple things having to do with recovery, but I don't know which. I think I'm going to be doing the spiritual. I'm trying to think of a name for it too. Something, it has to be short and something catchy. Oh, did you ask if you have more siblings? I can tell you. I'm not going to go on camera, but right now, but if I can tell you real quick what it says. That's if I can find where I don't know why I always lose these things. You would think I would put them up, but it's not in the pack or in the thing it came in. That's going to bug the crap out of me until I find them too. I mean, I guess I could do pendulum, but I like those better because pendulum, sometimes I can't tell the difference between circle and straight line if it's not very pronounced. All right, we'll have to hit your eyes. Oh, really? I can't do my own fortune. People would just think that I mean, come on, nobody would believe that. I had people coming in there, trying to be smart alecks and have me ask silly questions about myself and, things I'm going through. And it's like anybody would actually believe any answer that came from dowsing rods that I am, holding and asking questions about myself. Come on now. Use your brains. All right. So Ava wants to know if she has any more siblings that she does not know about. All right. No, yeah, that one's. I like that. I want to say yes, but I really want the dowsing rods because does Ava have any more siblings that she does not know about? That's a big circle. Yeah, this time there's no denying. That is definitely a circle, so that's yes. It says yes. Song lines, which let me see here. Rotten Tooth, you're going to ask something silly. I already know. What? Really? You can use clothes hangers? Really? I didn't know that. Your bio dad got around. Do they all look like your biological dad? The siblings that Ava has not yet met, do they look like her biological father? Do Ava's siblings she hasn't met look like her father? No. So that's not any help. About oh, that's cool. Wait, you emailed me about that? Huh. That's weird. I don't see an email from you. Can you email me again with what you're talking about? Let's see what this is that somebody sent me.
And welcome to my channel. My name's Fiona.
Hold on.
Don't you seem to be sorry. I can put my phone back down. It's gonna eat something. Nobody really understands. Like,
Some people do though. Some people do though.
Summer was my baby. That was my everything. Three talk down. Summer was my everything. I loved her to death. And everybody's like, you don't care about her, but I do care. I do want to know what happened. I don't.
Oh no. Why do you think I've defended you to the end?
I know, baby. Yeah.
You got other people that defend you big time.
That was my everything. Three talk down. Summer was my everything. I loved her to death. And everybody's like, you don't care about her, but I do care. I do want to know what happened. I don't.
Oh no. Why do you think I've defended?
It sounded like she was about to say "I know" and then cut herself off. That's why I rewound it. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, you just reminded me, Amy, of something because I was going to look up my my natal chart. I know that I had, because I wanted to see like what my Pisces placements were in. I know it's of course my sun, but I was wondering, I have Pisces in like 3 of my placements. Yeah, but don't they have to be a certain type of metal? Don't they have to be copper? If I'll get married soon. Yeah, let me I really want to find my dowsing rods. Let me stand up real quick and see if, because I like to do both so that the dowsing rods give a more clear answer. Sometimes for me, if the pendulum doesn't, I just don't understand where I put it though. Might not be able to find them in time, but I want to. I have so much product. I want to and need to find it. Everything's been, since Jim passed away, everything's been so chaotic. I am just now starting to feel normal, seriously. I have so much catching up to do. It's unreal. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to use the pendulum right now. Otherwise, you guys will be waiting forever. That's a bummer. Sometimes they kind of blend in with the carpet, and I accidentally, when I was in Tennessee, I left my my freaking glasses at that place, that camper or whatever that we were staying in. Okay, well, I'll use pendulum, I guess. That's I'm really annoyed by that. Okay. All right. Will Chef Angelo get married? Like, what's soon? What's let's say, like, what's the number? Should I say within a year? Or my email address is youtubeziggy@outlook.com. It did change. My email did change. I used to have a different email. Let's see. The copper ones are designed better, but if you're in a pickle and driving in the desert, use coat hangers. Jared from AWP. You can find water at my sink. I didn't see your question, Rotten Tooth. In 2 years. Okay. Will Chef Angelo get married within the next 2 years? Yes. Well, here, let's ask again. It was a little yes. So, because I mean, you have free will. So maybe that's, let's see here. Sometimes like the circle is huge, and this time it's just like, it's like, okay, is Chef Angela going to get married within 2 years? I keep like I don't know if that's like a maybe or what. We need to ask that one when I have my, because I keep getting a mixed, sometimes it's more prominent than other times. And the same thing with dowsing rods too. Like I can feel something moving it. It's odd. But sometimes it's moves stronger than other times. No, I don't have I don't know where my freaking rods are. And I know that people on here will have a fit about me doing them on here. But if I had them, I'd do them anyways. But I have to get off of here and just look for them. Plus, it's 1:30. Trying to get back to a more normal schedule. Yeah, I have cards, and I'm actually making. Also, been working on making some other cards. I guess I can play this video and look around real quick and see if I can find them. I do need to go really too here in a second, so I can't really stay very long. But I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I can go live on the backup. Everybody, make sure you're following me on the backup channel. Yeah, I don't want to say. Rotten Tooth wants to know if they're going to get married and have kids. If I'm not sure about the answer, I don't want to. Okay. Will Rotten Tooth get married and have kids? That's another one I'm not getting like strong. I wonder if it has something to do with. I can't. It's like I don't want to say because it's so not like when I asked about the first question, that was a big yes. But the other last two questions, I don't want to say for sure. But I'll play this video and see. I'll look around for my dowsing rods, and then I'll try again.
Defended you to the end.
I know, baby. Yeah.
You got other people that defend you big time every day.
Where's my little girl, man?
Oh, I know, baby. Oh.
Look at
Did I
her.
tell you
She's so
earlier?
beautiful.
I know. We'll find her.
She's
We'll
very
find her.
beautiful. She's my baby. I want her back home with us.
Yeah, Candace, she just, Miss Allison Conley here. She says, Candace, Jenna just showed her true colors because true friends loves and supports you unconditionally. And then she says, we love you, Candace, and we've got your back. You have so many out here supporting you and loving you. And we want to help you.
I can't live without my daughter and my boys.
I know they're your world.
They don't even know.
But still, God says pray for your enemies and everything. And I feel like Jenna is worth praying for. So I want Jenna to know that we're praying for her and we love her no matter what. I want her to know that.
It's my baby.
She don't even know me.
My baby.
Jenna doesn't even know me. I've heard all the things she said about me, and I still want her to know that we're praying for her. I mean, and we pray for her, and we still love her because we know the situation she's in.
No, I just want to give you a big hug, honey.
Don, you're a bigger man than most of us that are out here loving you all and sending you all love and support because we are mad. We are so mad at the people who are treating you the way that they're treating you. We are on a warpath.
I've been mad for 3 days. I've been on the warpath for 3 days.
I know.
Everybody. For the past 3 days, I've been so ill. I've
But
always
wait a minute,
have.
Don.
And then I think
Don,
about
wait
what
a minute.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, Don. You're not supposed to say that.
Holy fuck. Holy
I'll
fuck.
do that Ziggy voice.
Oh my god. Whoa.
I got you
Oh
again.
my
I
God.
got you again.
His brain.
I got you again.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I knew I'd make her laugh.
Oh my god.
got me.
God.
Yeah, Don, you know. Don, you know better. You know where you were, Don.
Damn it, man. Damn it,
Okay,
man.
I had to do it. I knew it was
You got me.
Can't find them. Looked everywhere. So we're gonna have to postpone it, which probably should do anyways. But I promise to do it for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I even used Sage and everything to, so I thought for sure I'd be able to find them. I'm like, where could they go? Wait. I don't. They kind of blend in with. Every single time not every single time, the past couple times this has happened, and you would think I would have put them up, but no, of course not. But I will, guys. I am so sorry. I don't want to leave you guys without an answer, but anyways, guys, I hope everybody gets a good night's sleep, rest, and has a good day at work or whatever you got planned tomorrow. And I will see you guys tomorrow.